Welcome back everyone. Today's video will be a review of GearBest.com. I've used them before, I've done a review for them, and they sent me a couple more squishies to review. So this is the tiny box that has a lot of stuff kind of squeezed in here actually. So let's get started. And like all the other previous videos, I do apologize if you hear any other sounds in the background. But let me just start pulling out stuff. So the first thing that they sent me is this little Panda Head squishy. I don't think it's licensed, but I do believe Squishy Fun made a variation of this. If not, they were the first to create this, and this is just kind of an unlicensed version of it. Doesn't have any licensing on the back, it's just flat, has a matte paint job. Very soft though. There's a little smudge up here. Yeah, and this doesn't say any brand on the bag. I'm still on the hunt for chocolate squishies, so I did request some chocolate, but we'll see. So this is definitely not the slowest squishy, but it is quite soft. So I would not mind having this as just a squeeze squishy. And I do like how textured it is. I think it's supposed to mimic ice cream, and the face is really cute. And this does have a sweet scent, but it's just kind of a generic sweet scent. It honestly smells pretty fruity. So that's cute. Next we have, I'm not sure what this is actually. What is this? So I did request a couple things, but some of the things I put on my list were out of stock, so I told them to just send me whatever. And I guess they decided to send this. Brass knuckles is what these remind me of, and I'm honestly not sure what it's supposed to be. Maybe an exercise kind of thing, but I can't even fit my finger in there. My fat finger. So that's interesting. Maybe give your fingers a workout if they fit. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what to do with this, but interesting. GearBest. Alright, so the next squishy is this, looks like a cupcake. Oh, it's a tooth. I remember seeing this. So this is obviously an unlicensed knockoff of the Cutie Creative tooth, which I never bought because I wasn't fond of mint smell. But here's this galaxy version of it. So it's pretty soft. It's actually really soft. It has a matte paint job and it's pretty squishy. It's not the slowest to rise, but definitely not dense or anything. Quite airy as well. It's pretty cute. And it also has the generic sweet scent, but also mixed in with chemicals. Actually, this kind of reminds me of the mango smell that the Ariti mango has, which is funny because if anything, I would think this would have a blueberry scent, but instead it reminds me of more of a tropical fruit flavor. Moving on, we have, oh, I do remember this one. So similar to Banggood, GearBest puts the stickers right on the packaging, so if you're not a fan of that, maybe look elsewhere. So this one is by Squishy Fun, and it looks like it's a Christmas themed squishy, but if you have seen my recent squishy package from Surugaya, you will notice this looks exactly like the Panda squishy that I bought from them. Christmas gift, slow rising squishy, a very Merry Christmas. That is so interesting. I've never seen this squishy before. I didn't even know Squishy Fun had Christmas themed squishies. So there's another look at the packaging. And then here's the squishy. And it feels, ooh, interesting. So not sure what that was. So it's a little dirty, if I'm going to be quite honest. A couple of these squishies have come out dirty, but this is really squishy, which is awesome. really awesome. It's not as soft as the one that I got from Japan, but this is a good alternative, I think, because I did pay, or I had to go through all that trouble to get the one from Japan. So if you were a fan of that little panda squishy, I highly recommend getting this one. It's cute and it's almost as soft. It has the same kind of texture, just not as light and hollow feeling. And if you're like me, and you become attached to a certain squishy because of how nice it is, you kind of want to get a substitute to squish however you like, so you don't feel as guilty that it may get defected in the future. So I like this one, and there's no licensing on the back, but it is nicely textured. I like this one. And this has a bubblegum scent. The one from Japan was not scented, I believe, or if it was, it had a generic sweetbread smell. But this one has a very faint bubblegum smell, which is really nice. The next squishy is by a brand that created those sushi squishies, I believe. I can't remember the name, so I'm going to have to see if maybe it's on the squishy itself, because it's not on the packaging. But this is a little chocolate bar. And it feels pretty squishy. Small but cute packaging. How do you open this? There we go. So there we go. Here you can see it's 2 chocolate slices. It kind of reminds me of a Kit Kat. Ooh, very squishy. I don't have high hopes that this is going to actually smell like chocolate, but I am very attracted to the fact that it looks so realistic, like a piece of chocolate. Wow, and it's so squishy. If you can remember those sushi squishies that I bought a while ago, they are, I believe that's the same brand that created this. And I have to say, as cute as this is, it's a little dangerous because I'm so tempted to just bend this back and squeeze it like that, which I know for a fact is going to cause defects. And this does not smell like chocolate at all. It just smells like sweet bread, which is weird. It's not a bad smell, but you know, misleading. The next thing is, oh, I think I already have one of these actually. This is the Mame Shiva little squeeze toy. That's not good. Let's confirm if that is what I think it is. So it could just be me, but nope, that's not just me. Do you guys see that? There is a spider in this packaging. So I'm not afraid of spiders, but the fact that there's a dead one in here is gross. And here is what the little packaging looks like. The one that I bought, I believe it was from Charms LOL, was different, but the theme is more or less the same. You squeeze these little peas out of their pod, and they each have a face on them. I have to say though, these are much cuter. The faces are not melted off like the old one that I had. And I like how it looks like he's just peeking out. That's really cute. And just a good squeeze toy. I recently broke my strawberry squeeze toy, so this will be a good substitute. So neat. Then finally, the last thing in this box is this octopus squishy. I think it's an octopus. It says Octopus Ball. Okay. And there appears to be a purple version. Ooh, that one's cute. They have a horn at the top. Interesting. I'm not sure what brand this is. If it even has a brand. Oh, there we go. There's the brand. And this is the brand I was talking about, who I think also made this chocolate. Sanki Ilan, or something like that. So it says, "Hi, who are you? I'm Octopus Ball." And then that artwork. Interesting. So pretty sweaterized. Ooh, it's actually quite cute. I like that it can stand on its own. Interesting. Ooh, I like this one. I like how deep this one goes. It's quite squishy, but it's not too hollow. You can kind of feel yourself digging into it, which I really like in a squishy. But it's not dense at all. This does have licensing on the bottom. I hope you can see that. It says Sanki Ilan. And this has a very delightful blueberry scent. It's kind of light. You do have to try and smell it, but it is there and it smells delicious. So, and this was a very cheap squishy. So if you like all of that and you are a fan of the design, which I think is really unique for a sea creature squishy, there's not that many out there. Sorry, a random bird outside. Then I do recommend this one. It's pretty cute. And that is it for my review package. I do recommend them as an alternative to Banggood because sometimes they have things that have been out of stock at other places for a while for very good prices. Quality-wise, they're kind of hit or miss, similar to other sites that are like it. Check out the description for a link to these items, and thank you so much to GearBest for the opportunity to review their products. The main thing I would really advise against is expecting really high quality when it comes to squishies this cheap. For example, the tooth did have some cracks in the paint job that once I started noticing it after I filmed, and the Panda Head did have a couple little white spots and speckling on the black parts of the paint. Other than that, they are really good stretch squishies that you can squish away and not have to worry about how much you spent. So if keeping your squishies in perfect condition is not a real issue for you, then I would definitely recommend these sites, as these make great cheap stress squishies. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.